and welcome to South Asia Today, a show that provides you glimpses of South Asia. I'm your host, Shivangi Mishra. Let's begin with the headlines first. Nepali woman unstoppable journey in dance despite physically challenged. Fukushima hosts Japanese language composition contest for foreigners. And visitors pour in India's Gulmarg to experience fresh snowfall. Let's begin the show with India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar's Kathmandu visit, which holds significant importance in the context of India-Nepal relations. On his two-day visit to Nepal, S. Jaishankar held a comprehensive and productive meeting with his counterpart NP South and discussed overall bilateral ties including trade and energy deal. A report.
India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar was on a two-day visit to Nepal to co-chair the 7th Nepal-India Joint Commission meeting, which reviewed the overall state of bilateral ties. The meeting was attended by S. Jaishankar and his Nepali counterpart Narayan Prakash Saud. The meeting aimed to boost cooperation in an array of areas including hydropower, connectivity, digital payments and trade. Nepal and India signed a power trade agreement to facilitate Kathmandu exporting 10,000 megawatts of hydroelectricity to India over the next 10 years. The deal is expected to draw investment to the cash-strapped Himalayan nation. Nepal's rivers cascading from the Himalayas have the potential to generate about 42,000 megawatts of electricity, but due to the lack of technical know-how and funds in the country, they produce less than 3,000 megawatts now. India, which has a short-term electricity trading deal with Nepal, is investing billions of dollars in infrastructure including hydropower plants. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Nepali counterpart Pushpa Kamal Dahal agreed the long-standing power trade deal agreement last year, which would be key to attracting investment in Nepal's hydroelectric sector. Indian companies are at various stages of negotiating with the Nepalese government to construct power plants that could produce a total of 8,250 megawatt, attracting billions of dollars.
In recent years, we have witnessed the real transformation of the India-Nepal relationship, with significant strides made in a variety of areas. This partnership has expanded multifold, and connectivity, be it physical, digital or energy related, has become a cornerstone of this expanding collaboration. And this has further strengthened the people-to-people linkages between our two countries. During my visit this time, we have signed some really important agreements, both in the areas of power sector cooperation as well as project implementation. And I am very confident that these will positively impact the lives of the ordinary person in Nepal.
India-Nepal jointly inaugurated 3 cross-border transmission lines. An agreement for the implementation of high-impact community development projects was also signed between India and Nepal. Moreover, Jaishankar announced to extend a financial package of $75 million for the reconstruction of infrastructure in Nepal's western district affected by earthquake last year. He jointly inaugurated with his Nepali counterpart NP South the Tribhuvan University Central Library and other reconstruction projects undertaken in Kathmandu after the 2015 earthquake in Nepal.
I stand before you today with a sense of satisfaction, even pride, as we gather here to celebrate the inauguration of this newly constructed Central Library of the prestigious Tribhuvan University, as well as 25 schools, 32 health projects and a cultural heritage sector project which were undertaken as part of our collaborative effort to support the people of Nepal in the aftermath of the devastating earthquake of 2015.
Recently, the second edition of India-Nepal Economic Partnership Summit 2023 was organized in Nepal's Birganj. The summit played a pivotal role in creating a platform through joint action for deeper economic engagement between India and Nepal, with focus on remittances, imports, exports, and balance of payment challenges in Nepal. As close neighbors, India and Nepal share unique ties of friendship and cooperation characterized by an open border and deep-rooted people-to-people contacts of kinship and culture. There has been a long tradition of free movement of people across the border. The India-Nepal Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1950 forms the bedrock of the special relations that exist between India and Nepal. Nepalese citizens avail facilities and opportunities on par with Indian citizens in accordance with the provisions of the treaty. Millions of Nepalese citizens live and work in India. Many geopolitics experts opine that India-Nepal power pacts may upset China. China, which has made significant inroads into Nepal through its Belt and Road Initiative, is eyeing the latter's hydropower sector.
Moving on, to expedite the acknowledgement of Fukushima's recovery, the reconstruction agency in Japan's Fukushima held a Japanese language composition contest. On the other side, foreign visitors learned how to make sushi from the sushi master. We have a report. The reconstruction agency organized Japan language composition contest for foreigners with the Fukushima theme in order to hasten the recognition of Fukushima's recovery. It invited the top 9 winners to Fukushima and nominated them. It seeks to increase understanding of the current Fukushima.
日本語を学習されている外国人の皆さんに、福島をテーマとした作文を書いていただきますことをきっかけとして、福島の現在の東日本大震災からの復興の様子であるとか、食とか自然とか、魅力がいっぱいございますので、さらに理解をしていただいて、風評の払拭につなげてまいりたいということで開催したものです。31の国、地域から878名の方にご応募いただいております。
They visited Memorial Museum of Great Earthquake. The area was affected by 16.5 meters high tsunami in 2011. A museum was also constructed in the damaged area. It transmits painful memory and recovery situation year by year.
メキシコでは地震が多くて、復興は自分の力ではないかと、その力を取り上げて作文を書いてみました。福島へ来ていろんな景色を見たりしてて、こんなことができるなんてちょっと素晴らしいなって思いました。
Ukedo Elementary School was suffered by tsunami. School building is preserved as it was. Fortunately, 82 school pupils escaped from tsunami safely, led by teachers' navigation.
子供の時からおばあちゃんと両親からいろんなチェルノーブルのことについて聞いたことありますから、この経験をちょっと考えて作文を書きました。なんか未来のために頑張ってほしいっていうメッセージが言いたいと思います。
Ohirayama Cemetery is enshrined sacrifice of tsunami. On that day, tsunami attacked, and next day, radiation warning of Fukushima nuclear power plant was issued, including compulsory evacuation. So searching of unknown people halt. This cemetery keeps such regretful memory. This aquamarine museum was suffered by earthquake, including evacuation of fishes. However, it has fully recovered and is now entertaining guests. J Village was established in 1997 as a hallowed haven of support. This field was used for parking for reconstruction workers following the Great Earthquake. Now visitors can enjoy some enjoyment from it as it was restored to its former state in 2019. Sushi is a famous delicacy in Japan. and Fukushima is famous for its fresh and delicious fish. Foreign visitors learned how to make sushi from the sushi master.
パーフェクトな形にするのが簡単ではなかったので、でもまたやって上手になりたいと思います。
Seafood shop is most interesting spot provoked by sushi creating experience.
福島のことを見れば見るほどその気持ちが高まってきて、作文コンクールはすごいいい機会でした。自分の気持ちを伝えるため。そして刺身とか寿司とか生のままの料理がすごく盛り上がっているようで、そういうところが好きです。
東日本大震災っていう震災があった、そういったニュースも世界的なニュースになりましたので、その当時の多分印象をお持ちだったんだと思いますが、実際に元気になったその福島の街をご覧になってですね、活気がある、そして人も皆さん生き生きと生活をされている様子をご覧になってですね、福島の本当復興の状況というのを改めて実感されているんじゃないかなと思っております。
To satisfy foreign visitors' curiosity, Reconstruction Agency invited them to grill fish party. It is traditional grill to scorch seafood. Of course, it is the first experience for them.
福島県お目に豊かな、地域で一番盛り上がっている魚はどれでしょうか？
常磐ものと呼ばれる魚はこのカレーが多かったんです。海の水の温度が高くなってきて、今まで取れていた魚が取れなくなって、今までいなかったのが取れたりしてます。
ハチマキみたいに。
これ？はい。かっこいいし、汗が入らない。便利ですね。はい。おしゃれし、便利です。そうなんです。
Foreigners' concerns were successfully gathered by the global composition contest. Moreover, they gained extensive knowledge and gratifying experience in Fukushima. It will make the world Thai and Fukushima stronger. Now we take a look at some happenings in Asia in a segment called Asia Watch.
Supporters of Serbia's opposition gathered in central Belgrade for a protest demanding elections earlier this month be annulled and new ones held due to their allegations the ruling party won by fraud. One of the leaders of the opposition, Marina Tepek, was helped onto the stage by other leaders due to her worsening health after going on hunger strike following the December 17 election. Tepek briefly addressed the crowd saying the elections should be annulled before the protest began marching through the capital. The opposition Serbia Against Violence Alliance, which was placed second in the general election earlier this month, has accused the ruling Serbian Progressive Party of widespread vote fraud, which the authorities deny. Residents in flood-ravaged areas of Pakistan have appealed for assistance after back-to-back years of devastating monsoon rains has plunged their lives into misery. With two major floods in the last 2 years, the urgency for aid is underscored by the escalating threat of climate change, with Pakistan standing as one of the most vulnerable countries to global warming. 1 year after Pakistan was hit by historic flooding in the summer of 2022, the country fell victim again to a relentless monsoon spell that wreaked havoc across the nation, triggering widespread flooding and landslides. The deluge commenced in June and lasted 3 months, killing many and damaging infrastructure, especially in the provinces of Sindh and Balochistan. The National Disaster Management Authority says the human toll has been profound, with 196 people losing their lives and more than 280 sustaining injuries. The aftermath saw over 3,700 houses damaged, along with the tragic loss of over 1,100 livestock. As vast areas flooded, casualties rose and 4.4 million acres of agricultural land were destroyed. With collapsing infrastructure, the agriculture-reliant Sindh struggled to cope. Bangladesh's opposition supporters have filled the streets with violent protests, calling for fair elections in the lead-up to the January 7 vote while their leaders evaded crackdowns on opponents. Incumbent Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, seeking a fourth term, has refused to cede power to a caretaker government to run the polls, and now the Bangladesh Nationalist Party is boycotting the general election. It says 10 million party workers are on the run after the arrests of nearly 25,000 following deadly anti-government protests in October. Hasina and her Awami League have repeatedly condemned the BNP as troublemakers out to sabotage the elections, rebuffing warnings by rights groups, Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch that the crackdown aimed to subdue the opposition. About 100 women members have been arrested over the past 1.5 months, said Afroza Abbas, head of the women's wing of the BNP. Her husband Mirza Abbas, aged 74, who is among the BNP's top decision makers, has been in jail since November 1, when police plucked him from hiding in a relative's home despite ailments such as diabetes and kidney problems. But the economy has slowed sharply since the Russia-Ukraine war boosted the prices of fuel and food imports for the country of 170 million, which turned to the International Monetary Fund for a bailout of $4.7 billion approved this year.
Moving on. In Nepal's Lalitpur city, amidst the backdrop of resilience, emerges the inspiring story of Sita Subedi, a woman who defies amputated leg due to cancer to embark on an unstoppable journey in the world of dance. Sita Subedi faced numerous obstacles, but her love for dance propelled her to overcome every hurdle on her path. Her journey is an embodiment of resilience, breaking barriers in the world of dance and inspiring countless others to follow their dreams, no matter the obstacles. Take a look. Despite having to have her leg amputated due to cancer, Sita Subedi was adamant about pursuing a career in dance. Nevertheless, she persisted in her passion and eventually found success as a dance instructor. She lost her left leg due to cancer before entering adolescence at the age of 12. Growing up in a rural settlement of Chitwan district, Sita Subedi felt it was end of her passion for dance when one of her leg was amputated. She faced abuses, discrimination and disregard by the fellow classmates and the neighbors who feared transmission of cancer from Subedi and remained far from her. It was dance that filled the void and her alienation.
म चाहिँ अब भनौं न बच्चैदेखि नृत्यमा चाहिँ एकदम धेरै मन पर्ने मलाई म चाहिँ त्यसमा लागौं अथवा भनौं न त्यसलाई चाहिँ रमाइलोको रूपमा मात्रै नभएर एउटा अध्ययनको पेशाको रूपमा पनि यसलाई चाहिँ अगाडि बढाउँ भन्ने बच्चैदेखि नै डान्स गर्ने हो भनेर भन्ने भन्दा रमाउने हो भन्ने भन्दा पनि डान्स चाहिँ पढ्ने हो भन्ने चाहिँ एउटा एक किसिमको चेत चाहिँ भइसकेको थियो हैन अनि त्यो भएर पनि हो डान्स पढ्न थालेको चाहिँ मैले.
It brought a whirlwind into her life. She then could not dance nor live a normal life. It took quite a long time for her to expand her wings and take the flight to the horizon of dance. Notably, Sita was amongst the 18 students who have managed to pass the SLC exam from her Janki Higher Secondary School in Megholi, Chitwan. Soon after passing SLC, she got admission at a local dance and music school in Bharatpur but had to face questions over her physical status. The instructors then had questioned her ability to dance in one leg, comparing her with other fellow trainees. The Dance and Music Institute asked her to stop coming for classes within a month of her formal joining. It was not the first time that her dream was shattered. Right before the whirlwind at the age of 12, her dancing passion wasn't liked by her family either. Born in a high-caste Brahmin family, the endogamous society objected to her inclination towards dance.
म चाहिँ एसएलसी दिइसके पछाडी चाहिँ म अब आफैलाई खोज्न थालेँ के त्यति बेला चाहिँ बल्ल मैले अब आमा बुवाको सुन्नु परेन मैले आफूले चाहे जस्तै गर्न पाउने अवस्थाको चाहिँ सिर्जना भयो। त्यसैको लागि पनि म घरबाट नजिकै भएको स्कुलमै कलेज भएको पढ्नुपर्ने ठाउँमा त्यो छोडेर चाहिँ म भरतपुर आएर वीरेन्द्र क्याम्पसमा चाहिँ भर्ना भएँ। अनि त्यहाँ भर्ना भएर पढाइ पनि गर्दै, पढाइ त बुवा आमाको इच्छा हो, मेरो इच्छा भन्दा पनि पढ्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ पहिल्यैदेखि नै थियो। अनि त्यो पढाइ सँगसँगै नृत्यलाई, म्युजिकलाई पनि लिएर जान पाए कस्तो हुन्थ्यो भन्ने चाहिँ थियो कि मलाई। अनि खोज्दै हिँड्ने म चाहिँ त्यस्तो ठाउँ कहाँ हुन्छ हैन, त्यो पढाइ कहाँ हुन्छ भनेर खोज्दै हिँड्ने के त्यति बेलादेखि नै।
After years of devotion and passion, Subedi in the year 2018 became the gold medalist in dance subject. Despite going through lows, Subedi's perseverance paid off as she stood tall in the society as an accomplished dancer, that too in Kathak dance.
एजुकेसन को हिसाबले एउटा अनुशासित विद्यार्थी पनि हुनुहुन्छ। एजुकेसन को हिसाबले उहाँ अध्ययनपनमा पनि अगाडि बढ्नुहुन्छ, बढ्नु भएको छ र उहाँको बडी ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा अलिकति केही कुराहरू थियो, पछि अलिकति गर्दै जाँदाखेरि यसले उहाँ धेरै अगाडि बढ्नु भएको छ। उहाँलाई एक शब्द भनेपछि उहाँले बुझ्नुहुन्छ, त्यो मलाई चाहिँ सबभन्दा सहिलो विषय चाहिँ उहाँलाई सिकाउँदाखेरिको सहिलो विषय भनेको चाहिँ उहाँलाई इन्करेज गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि उहाँले एक शब्द भन्ने बित्तिकै मेरो शब्द मैले योबाट यो गर्नुपर्छ भनेर कथाको वस्तुअनुसार सारांश गर्न थालेपछि उहाँले यो गर्दा हुन्छ त सर भनेर चाहिँ एक आपसमा हामीले चाहिँ सिकाउन र मोटिभेट गर्न र उहाँलाई चाहिँ अगाडि बढ्न चाहिँ मलाई एकदम सहिलो लाग्छ।
On top of that, her unwavering passion for dance also has made her an acclaimed dance instructor, now teaching Kathak to half a dozen students at studio. Subedi's story reminds many of a Bollywood biographical movie, Nache Mayuri, made in 1986, starring Sudha Chandran. Visitors are pouring in the Kashmir Valley from across the country and world over to witness the incredible Gulmarg draped in the fresh snowfall. Every year, a large number of tourists visit Gulmarg during winter to embrace the natural beauty the place offers. The hotel industry and tourism departments reckons a massive rise in Kashmir tourism during recent years. We have a report.
As winter arrived early in Jammu and Kashmir, a lot of tourists have started pouring in the picturesque Kashmir Valley since the beginning of the October month. Hundreds of tourists have reached Gulmarg to take joy of fresh snowfall and incredible weather the place offers. The hoteliers and restaurant owners are elated to see their businesses grow as the valley witnesses an unprecedented influx of visitors.
विंटर में हमारे पास तो रेगुलर टूरिस्ट रहते हैं जो मतलब सालों से आ रहे हैं, उनकी स्टे भी रहता है 10 दिन 12 दिन ऐसे रहते हैं। ऐसे डे टू डे तो बहुत ही कम आते हैं। पिछले 2 साल से हमारे पास डोमेस्टिक टूरिज्म बहुत बढ़ गया है। पहले तो डोमेस्टिक उतना मतलब नहीं आते थे, डोमेस्टिक टूरिज्म 2 साल से बहुत बढ़ गया, वो भी अभी 2 दिन 3 दिन के लिए आते हैं।
To cater to the large number of foreign and domestic tourists, the authorities have geared up. They have included all the stakeholders, hoteliers and tourist facilitators in a process to provide a quality experience to every visitor. Gulmarg is also hosting the Khelo India Winter Games in February. The Gulmarg Development Authority has ascertained that they are ready to welcome the athletes and make sure they have an unforgettable time in the valley.
बार काफ़ी जो है रिकॉर्ड ब्रेकिंग रश है रहेगा टूरिस्ट का ड्यूरिंग विंटर्स। और जो टूरिस्ट यहाँ पे या जो प्लेयर्स आएंगे, खेलो इंडिया विंटर गेम्स भी हो रही हैं, तो जो भी यहाँ पे आएंगे वी आर ऑल गेयर्ड अप। यहाँ के होटलियर्स, यहाँ के सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स जो है दे आर ऑल गेयर्ड अप, दे आर ऑल ब्रेस्ड टू वेलकम द टूरिस्ट एंड द स्कीयर्स जो भी यहाँ पे मुल्क के मुख्तलिफ हिस्सों से या पूरी दुनिया से यहाँ पे आते हैं. वी आर ऑल geared up to welcome them.
For many tourists, it was their first visit to Gulmarg. In last 2 years, the tourism in Kashmir Valley has grown many folds. There seems to be a craze among youngsters to visit Gulmarg during the winter and post video clips and snaps on social media platforms.
पहला विजिट है, हम लोगों ने इंस्टाग्राम रील्स फेसबुक में बहुत बार देखा स्नो, तो ये एक्सपीरियंस हम लोग को भी एक्सपीरियंस करना था ये सब. तो पहले तो यहाँ स्नो नहीं थी तो हम लोग को ऐसा लग रहा था कि स्नोफॉल नहीं होगी, हम लोग को बहुत मायूसी थी. बट फिर उसके बाद हम आए एंड सडनली स्नो स्टार्ट हुआ, तो हैवी स्नो स्टार्ट हुआ और द ब्यूटी इज़ जस्ट वंडरफुल. जैसा रील में देखा एज इट इज़ यहाँ, तो बिलीव ही नहीं हो रहा है. तो येस, द प्लेस इज़ वंडरफुल.
The government and the tourism department of Jammu and Kashmir have given a fillip to the tourism industry in recent years. With better facilities, infrastructure and security arrangements, the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir is emerging as one of the favorite tourist destinations for the domestic and international visitors.
It's time for me to wrap up today's episode. We'll be back next week at the same time. This is Shivangi Mishra signing off on behalf of the entire production team of South Asia Today. Goodbye and take care.